Scotsman David Calanders out with a Ford Escort RS Cosworth. Through the day, David Calanders was playing himself in with the Escort Cosworth, a relatively unfamiliar car for the Scotsman, who has himself in the past competed in a 6R4. The former rally and racing driver was eager not to disgrace himself, and therefore was looking to work his way up to the leaderboard as the day wore on and his experience of the car grew. Local driver Gary Lees and Roy Sweetman, both from the Isle of Man, set off at number 4, while leaving the starting ramp 5th with a borrowed car from Jeff Dewitt was Phil Collins. Collins has been here many times before and is always one. Experienced Chris Mellors left the starting ramp at number 7 with his Ford Sapphire Cosworth, and he was expected to do well, as too was Pete Doherty, co-driven by Jerry Freeman.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It had been 6 years since Doherty last won a round of the Manx National Rally Championship, and he was looking to try and score victory here in the Isle of Man. Chris Mellors charging down then towards the fast right-hander, his Sapphire Cosworth well suited to the tarmac roads of the Isle of Man. A 2-litre turbo car with 4-wheel drive, and Mellors with years of experience aggravated an old neck injury. He was in a lot of pain, and he meant that David Mann couldn't attack quite as hard as he might want to. David Calanders with the Ford Escort Cosworth continued to attack, but was failing to make an impression on the leaderboard. Today, at the lunch halt, all the teams had plenty of work to do on the cars. Pete Doherty looking to move back up through the leaderboard. He was now second ahead of Richard Moore and starting to attack David Mann. There were just the afternoon stages to go. He was looking to try and get ahead of the Toyota. Even with moments like that, Moore was able to fend off David Mann's Toyota, but was unable to do anything about the 2 Sierras that would take first and second places on the leaderboard. Second place would go to the experienced Chris Mellors, but it was Pete Doherty who took victory here on the Isle of Man, co-driven by Jerry Freeman, his first victory on a national round for 6 years. Doherty was, not surprisingly, absolutely delighted. It's been a long time in coming, he said at the end of the event. The Ford Sierra had beaten the Toyotas and the Subarus, and Doherty had beaten some of the best drivers on the national rally scene. The Pirelli-shod Sierra scoring victory here on the Isle of Man. And there was a refresher course in spraying the champagne before the celebrations really got underway. Confirmation of the results with Pete Doherty and Jerry Freeman the winners ahead of Chris